I'm here in the New York Times newsroom with Brent Renaud, who is a filmmaker on assignment for the New York Times. He was in Haiti just 3 weeks ago. Brent, conditions were really dire in Haiti before this earthquake happened. Describe some of what you saw there.
Yeah, it's really hard to imagine the way that people actually live in the slums of Port-au-Prince. I mean, we've reported all over the world. It's as bad there as we've ever seen. I mean, imagine living on top of a sewage, on a garbage dump, in a tin hut with holes in the roof. No plumbing, no water, no electricity, no job to go to, no school for your kids, and you can begin to understand what exactly the conditions are like there.
But also, I think it's particularly worse, I gather, because things were starting to look up for Haiti a little bit a few years back, and so this makes that all the more difficult right now, right?
Yeah, you know, Haiti has been basically at war for the last 30 or 40 years, one disaster after another. There was the AIDS epidemic, there was political instability, the economic embargo. As you're about to see from our piece, we traveled the entire country, and the ecological disaster that was already happening there before this earthquake was really astounding.
A few weeks prior to the devastating 7.0 earthquake that hit Port-au-Prince on January 12th, we were in Haiti to report on the already dire environmental situation there.
As we approach these hills here, you'll be able to see the deforestation pretty well. As you can see out here how sparse the trees are, it's few and far between. For most Haitians, they live not even day to day, but mill to mill. The problem with trying to feed yourself, feed your family, you do it by whatever means you can. And if it's cutting down a tree to make charcoal, to sell that charcoal to get money to buy rice, then that's what you got to do.
We chartered a plane to fly high above the mountains of Haiti to see for ourselves what a country that is 97% deforested looks like. Relying almost exclusively on charcoal for cooking and heating, the Haitian people have literally picked their country apart.
And you can see the mountains here. There's really nothing to slow the water once it starts running off. They don't see the long-term effect of what it's done to Haiti. What is that long-term effect, do you think? Well, you know, the flooding we had last year, that's a long-term effect of it.
Even before the earthquake, deforestation has left Haiti dangerously vulnerable to natural disasters. Floods and mudslides have killed more than 10,000 people in the last 4 years. The erosion of the soil has crippled agriculture, destroyed much of the natural beauty of the country, and decimated its infrastructure. Roads are washed out faster than they can be rebuilt.
Most Haitians live half their life in complete darkness. With very little electricity in the rural areas, which holds most of the country's population, people depend on charcoal for almost everything, from light to cooking to heat.
So this is their house. This is the way they live. You see this house is a small one and they 6 live here. Like this is the lamp, so we use it for lights and there's no electricity. Basically, we have no fridge, no nothing, no stove, so they use a charcoal. This is mud they use to make the house. Yeah, because of deforestation, we can have a lot of floods.
The essence of the ecological disaster that hit the country is that the agriculture that the Haitians have developed has been based on the notion of individual survival.
And in Haiti, individual survival means cutting down as many trees as you can for charcoal in order to feed your family. How much does it cost for the charcoal?
This is for 10 goods, less than 10 cents. It's a dirty business, and most of the people do not want to do it. They know it is bad for the environment, but there is nothing else they can do to make their life.
Until something can be done to lessen the poverty here and offer an alternative to charcoal, most believe the deforestation will not stop. The floods and mudslides will continue, and the infrastructure will not improve. We decided to take a trip to the interior of the country to see the damage for ourselves. Very few Haitians own cars, and the most common means of transportation outside of the cities are dilapidated pickup trucks called tap-taps. which apparently have no limit as to how many people can be squeezed into the back.
It was about 20-25 people in this little top.
This is a very dangerous way to travel, made even worse by the continuously washed out roads that can leave ruts up to 3 feet deep. Haitians are fed up, and most blame the government.
The government doesn't take care of the roads, and they don't care about repairing the roads. For example, you can see sometimes there are accidents and the cars fall down and so many people died.
Nèg sorti la nèg. Si qu'on est sous camion la fout tomber en nous. Merde.
The narrow mountain passes of Haiti are particularly dangerous, and passengers who are lucky enough to survive accidents like this one can find themselves stranded for days.
The road is broken and the government don't do nothing with the road. That's the problem.
Haitians tend to believe that the problems with the roads is a result of government corruption and purposeful neglect of the rural areas. But even when the government does spend money to build new roads, they are often quickly destroyed by mudslides and flooding. Like this bridge that was badly damaged before it even had a chance to open.
So Brent, what does the future hold for Haiti now?
You know, Haiti's been suffering from decades, political strife, economic embargoes, natural disasters, and we felt like since the United Nations mission in 2006 had established security, that things just might get better. But this is really a setback of historic proportions. We can only hope that the international community can come to the aid of the people.